Hello, Aries, and welcome to your new moon in Cancer reading. So, this new moon is happening on the 14th of July. It is at 22 degrees of Cancer. You can take a look at your chart and see what house this is activating for you. But this is a time to set those high intentions, those good intentions, to plant them seeds and to nurture, water, and watch them grow. So let's see what messages are coming out for you for the sign of Aries. What messages are coming out for the sign of Aries right here. Full moon in Leo, go wild. So this sounds fun, right? Keep your heart open. First quarter moon in Libra. So I feel like there's something new that I feel is kicking off very actively. I feel like a lot of fire behind that, right? We are seeing the fire with the Leo energy, but I feel whatever this is feels very balanced. Like I feel exciting, passionate. I feel like driven. I feel like a lot of energy flowing through, but I feel like it's done in a balanced, harmonious way. So I feel like this is going to be a great start to this new moon for you. So let's keep moving and see what other energies, what messages want to come out. This is for the sign of Aries. Next card up. Nothing is perfect. See that cycle right there? I've seen this a couple times in different readings, and I'm always drawn towards where there's like layers of that old cycle shedding, right? Where they're shedding and a new cycle is beginning. Something is happening. Somebody is heading in a new direction, moving something in their life in a new direction. Look at the bottom of the deck, treasure of abundance. Again, I feel see the waves again, right? The layers. There's something like I feel there's been an old layer or old layers that have been shed. Like I just feel like something that wasn't serving could be, bad habits, hobbies, or just any sort of lower vibrational energy that wasn't for your greater good, where there's been some sort of pattern that's been shed, right? Where a layer has been released, surrendered, that sort of energy. Virtue of humility is showing up next. I did see this in quite a few readings. I don't know how many, but I've seen it throughout. So if you have other placements like your sun, moon, rising, Venus, you want to check the readings for those signs, I absolutely would recommend that you do. So I do feel, I'm seeing the Leo, I'm seeing the virtue of humility. I know that the South Node is going into the sign of Leo. So can be a very humbling moment. There can be ego death associated with this, but also on the like those are not bad things. Those are good things, right? Because we want to shed that lower vibrational stuff in order to align with the higher vibrational stuff. But I'm also feeling where this can be a point where, Aries energy is a very powerful energy. It's meant to be the leadership energy. It's, someone who takes control and is a leader, but on the lower vibrational Aries side, it can be a tyrant or something like that. So I'm feeling with this though, someone is having the courage. This is what I'm feeling, is it their internal strength and courage is rising to the surface. Stay in the flow is at the bottom of the deck. I do feel there's a situation and experience going on that's a humbling experience. Um, I feel like so much gratitude. I'm just feeling like this rush of very high vibrational energy, which feels like so like wow, like is this really real, right? Like that's the feeling I get. Anointed with love. So this is again, I'm feeling portal energy with these two cards right there. I do feel like there is a shift. There's a new direction. There's something being illuminated, right? Anointed with love. This doesn't have to be with an intimate partner. It can be, but I'm just feeling like that, like the surge I was feeling was like all of this beautiful energy flowing in and all of these things falling into place, the doors opening, the opportunities becoming available, someone having the strength and confidence to, move into the balance and harmony of the situation. It's at the bottom of the deck again. the treasure of abundance, moving into something more abundant. And it can be in love, it can be in resources. I feel the one thing I would say is it's in the treasure of abundance lies in things that you value. So it doesn't have to be like a person, place, or thing. It can be like if it's connections, it can be with loyal, honest, dependable people, that sort of thing. Make work fun. I think life is about to take a really wow portal to success. A lot of blue. Are you speaking something into existence? I feel with this, you're really, I kind of feel like living on the lighter side of life, right? Like things aren't bogging you down. You're not buying into the illusion of the stress, the overwhelm, the chaos, the confusion, that sort of energy. I kind of feel like that could have been part of what you're releasing. You're shedding that old part of something like that. I do feel like there is a big change in a favorable way that's opening up this new opportunity for you. So we're going to clarify the nothing is perfect, and that's the Ace of Air. So Ace of it's clarified by the Ace of Air. Ace of Air talks about truth, clarity, facts. It's like clear communication. Bottom of the deck, the King of Air. So Ace of Air to the King of Air. Like this old layer that I was saying is being removed or shed or whatever this was, it could have been, and I did see a lot of blue chakra. I kept talking about the blue, right? Throat chakra, that is throat chakra. So someone could have had a really hard time speaking their piece, speaking out for what they want, speaking up and, communicating what they desire, what they want, or what's right for them. And I kind of feel like that way or place or that's over. It's done. That layer is gone, right? They're shedding that. They're not afraid to speak their piece, speak their truth, clearly communicate what it is they desire, what they want, and I feel strongly speaking it out into the universe and allowing the universe to reciprocate that energy by delivering the alignment for whatever this is. Yeah, Three of Fire showing up next. This talks about moving forward, heading towards your ships coming in. Bottom of the deck is the messenger of earth. So I feel like this is something that is going to impact and affect in a positive way your physical realm, right? Like this could be for some of you, this could be career. For some of you, this is going to be relationship. For others of you, this is just within your home or your foundation or feeling safe, secure, and stable. But I feel there's opportunity that's showing up. And I feel whoever I'm talking to, I don't feel like you are going to be second guessing or anything like that. I just feel that passion energy, that Aries energy, that Mars energy of I'm going for this. It's like this opportunity shows up and you just know I'm like I'm taking this offer, I'm taking this opportunity, I'm not missing this boat is how I feel. And they're going for it. And I see great success lies there. Three of Air. So this is about being heartbroken. Hanged Man is on the bottom of the deck. Again, part of this can be that old self, right? Where you've spent a lot of time hanging in limbo, stuck, stagnant, not really moving anywhere because you've been going through some sort of healing or dealing with some sort of Three of Air talks about heartbreak, right? That sort of energy. Maybe there's this experience you had in the past that, really took you down for a minute, really had you stuck, going within, seeking enlightenment. I feel like, yeah, Hermit, again, that's about a discovery from within. The Hermit is also about, spending time in isolation or solitude or, just with oneself. But now I feel like it's time for that door to open. Yeah, underneath that was the Nine of Waters. That's a wish fulfillment. Now it's time to take these opportunities, see all them keys on this door. I feel like there's a lot of opportunities coming. This I feel like is a part of the past that's being shed, that part of that layer that's gone. Like you're no longer underneath the umbrella of that pain, that heartbreak, that situation from the past. You've healed, evolved, you're moving on. You're heading towards, like I said, it's showing. portal to success and treasure of abundance. So whatever that means for you, whether it be in your finances, whether it be in your home, whether it be in your relationships, take what resonates, release what doesn't. So let's get some more clarifying energy. Next, what else do we need to know for the sign of Aries? For the sign of Aries, what other information, what other messages? All right, this one wants to come out. We had choices, decisions. This is what I'm feeling. You're rising above some stuff. You're seeing things from a different light. You're recognizing how much time, energy, and effort you have wasted or lost during this Five of Water, which is talking about grief, heartbreak, loss, disappointment, that sort of thing, emotionally depleted. I feel like you're seeing this, you're recognizing this, and you're acting accordingly. You're making choices and decisions to say, not no more, right? I'm not doing this anymore. I'm moving forward. I'm not letting that experience from the past hold me back. Five of fire. That it was. I feel with the fives I'm seeing, fives are always about challenges to overcome to bring forth change. And because I'm seeing two fives, I do feel like it's almost like divine timing. Like there's no more. You know you've maxed out the time limit on these challenging experiences with the Five of Waters when it comes to feelings, emotions, relationships. Five of Wands when it comes to competition or con- um, conflict of some sort, drama, like that sort of energy. Now there's the Four of Fire. Now it's time to celebrate solid, something solid, stable. So, and again, I feel like this is like time's up. You're overcoming. This is time to let this go. I just don't feel the energy of somebody willing to invest any more time of their precious energy into this lack, right? This lack of action, lack of emotional fulfillment. Yes, the world card, they're closing the cycle out so that they can manifest. The Empress is all about manifestation. This is about nurturing. This is about loving, caring, being genuine, authentic. Everything this person touches will turn to gold because she does it from a pure space, a space of unconditional love. And that is the highest vibration. So, whatever rut you have been stuck in, Aries, please leave me a comment and let me know. But I feel this is over for you. Like you're the one making the choice and decision. That started out with this Libra over here, and now Libra is showing up right here. This world closes out with justice being served, the scales being balanced. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Fire, where the old cycle is burned away. It's burned off. Like it is over. It is done. When the justice comes out, it's clear that there has been an injustice in the past, and that's why the justice shows up. This is like the universe's way of balancing the scales, and I do feel like, yeah, look at this, Five of Air, another five. Like someone has been stuck for a very long time. Look up the angel number. I don't have my book in here. Um, you can look up the number 555 and 555, right? But those are all about change, challenges that bring forth change. And I feel like somebody is no longer sitting in that five energy, that lack energy, lack of, like I said, emotional fulfillment, lack of um, compassionate and good energy, like genuine energy, sincere energy, no longer sitting in an energy where there was like mental manipulation, that sort of thing. This is like all being cleared up with this world ending it and the justice being served. That's what I'm seeing taking place right here. Justice will be served. This cycle is burned away. The one that had somebody really stuck, stopped, and going through, I feel, a very challenging cycle in their life. However long that cycle was, I don't know, but it does feel like it was quite the cycle. So let's grab some energy. Let's see what messages want to come out from the Divine Abundance card. If you haven't already, I'd appreciate it if you would take the time to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave a comment if this is resonating with you, or if you would like to claim this as your reading, please leave a comment. You can also, if you are interested in buying me a coffee, I do have a link that is in the description box below. So let's grab a couple more energies to see what messages want to come out. This is for the sign of Aries, for the new moon in Cancer. And that is courage. This is the courage to make that change, to be the catalyst, to make them choices, them decisions, to take your power back, to step in. Guidance is on the bottom of the deck. I feel like I felt there was time's up on a situation. So even if you would have wanted to like linger in this lack energy or in this heartbreak energy or this challenging energy, I feel the universe is saying no. It's time's up. This cycle's done. It's over. And you know, I kind of feel like somebody got pushed out of their comfort zone into being a catalyst for the change, and now they have the courage. Look, karma. That is another thing. Individuality. Because with this justice right here, like I knew the scales were going to be balanced. You can tell that, right? Like when you're sitting in that energy, when you're sitting in an energy of heartbreak, right? Like say someone broke your heart, right? Or there was an injustice served to you in some way. The longer you fester in that lower vibrational 5 energy, first of all, the longer it's holding you back from moving forward, but also it blocks and stops and delays, slows down the karma being served to the one who did the injustice, who so when you come out of that low vibration, it will balance the scales by returning that to wherever it manifested from. Like I said, I could see somebody has gone through something in here. They've really gone through some traumatic experiences or some situations. I'm saying it because I know I get random people that will watch this that are low vibrational. They're the ones out there causing all this chaos and conflict and drama and all this bullshit, really. So I will tell you, if that's you doing it, I would stop. I would absolutely stop. Because what I'm seeing right here is karma and the balance, the justice being, the scales being balanced out, justice being served, and karma being delivered for whatever. And again, I feel like it's dharma for the energy that's making the choice, the decision to shed this old way, close out this cycle, move out of that energy, that lower vibrational energy, call their power back to them and move forward. Yes, we've seen the card of individuality at the bottom of itself. This is someone claiming their sovereignty, right? This is somebody who's saying, I am me and I am standing in my power and I am cutting away all, energy vampires or whatever the hell it is you're cutting away, but I feel it. Gratitude. I felt this from the very beginning of this reading as well. I feel like there is a lot to be grateful for, and I feel like this freedom and liberation that is coming or is here for you, Aries, as a result of you doing the work, though. Like, it's not, just, out of nowhere, all of this beauty just showed up. No, you've had to overcome some serious stuff. You've had to really heal mind, body, spirit, that sort of energy. And I feel like there's a lot of things to be grateful for. And I do feel like you express gratitude for the overcoming in these situations and challenges right now. This is when all of this is happening right now. Individuality. This is where you're, like I said, I feel someone taking back. They're standing in their sovereign power. They're being the leader of their own life. They're manifesting into reality the beautiful things that they wish, want, and desire. And it's as a result of shedding the doubts, fears, insecurities, the traumas from the prior experiences that kind of, you know, slowed them down, maybe delayed them in some way. It's done. It's a wrap. That's how I'm feeling with this. I hope this message serves you well. I thank you for taking the time to listen. I send you an abundance of peace, love, and light. Have a great day.